Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Hot Wheels World's Best Driver. How many tokens? 266, not a lot. Okay. But, so, back with the professor and the gang. Let's see what they have going on now. So they had the highest score coming out of round 1. But, keep in mind, Golden Tetrad had a pretty amazing round 2. So I don't know if these guys can match that or not. We'll see. What do you want to be? Maybe chicane eventually. There's no real, I don't really have any motivation to ever color most of these cars any particular way because there's just no real. Most of these cars aren't really associated with anything in particular. Whatever. So we'll just do as we do with these guys. And I don't really feel like spending tokens that I could be spending on abilities on different designs that I don't really think anything of. And they all have the same aesthetic to them. That's one part of why I don't really care about the different unlockable designs. And this car oversteers a little bit. Whoa! Man. So I'm gonna do is I'll tell you why I let go of the I'll tell you why I let go of the right stick. And let go. And let go. And this thing is quite a clean control. So like cars in this game can really whip around though. You can also just come out of it really quickly though sometimes too. It's kind of funny. Anyways. Ow.
Stage 1 lockdown. Well done. Stage 2 to 6 are incrementally harder. Remember your training. Go.
I figured they would be. Bike. Who's on the bike again? Grease Lightning. Why not? Hey, if we were gonna say this is not the case. If you were gonna say Hypermite was gonna be a robot secretly, they could be on one of these bikes. Anyways, though, platform hop. Oh, hey, we learned how to hop. Maybe this is how we get across those platforms. We'll see. Pass through as many hotspots as possible. Pass through the hotspots. Okay.
Carefully navigate the test facility platform hop course, Blue. Ensure you go through all the hotspots before time expires. Your action button will make the bike hop, and remaining time on the clock earns bonus points.
Okay, so you do actually hop by pressing button.
Require you to make use of your ability to hop with your bike. Press the hop button to do a small jump. Use it in connection with your steering, acceleration, and braking to negotiate the tricky precision hop events. The events require you to pass through as many hotspots as possible within the allotted time. The more hotspots you pass through, the higher your score. If you pass through all the hotspots before time runs out, you'll get a time bonus.
Okay, I don't know what my button is though for. Okay, so it's that button. Okay, so how we do that? A little bit more cold and calculated, Grease Lightning. Grease Lightning's a little bit reckless as far as some of these go.
When you lose paint, you lose
Robots.
time to compose yourself, Blue, and reset.
There you go. It's really, really slow to go backwards here, though. Reverse. It takes a while to start reversing for one, but doing it is really slow, too. You don't have the best turning radius, either. Come on, camera. Ah! Did I miss a hotspot over there? Yes. Still in first person. Why'd you do that, game? I didn't want that first person. Down here. I could realistically, I think, get the rest of these if I don't keep falling. Thing is, the game just keeps teleporting me back to places. It teleports me to where I want to be. Punishment for falling isn't that I have to redo a challenge, it's that I just get to skip it. Ah, I was almost there. Ah, not quite good enough. It's one of those things, but I won't get a time bonus if I want to retry this, and I don't know if I'm going to keep this second attempt or not. It's one of those things, like, I had no idea as to how to control this bike before just now, though. So how much stock should I put in that one attempt? So now we can see, for instance, what I can do if I just don't have some of the scripts I had the first time from not having any idea what I'm doing. It's been annoying having all these tokens here that I'm not getting because... Let's see if I can actually get through this part this time too. I think it'd be easier to just go around this way instead of going around the loop. Yeah, all these tokens here, but I want to get the best time possible, or best score possible, so I'm not worrying about those. Okay, see? The obstacle course itself isn't so bad. Man, I lost a lot of time for that. We do lose a lot of time for falling off, which I mean makes sense, but jeez. There's a lot of time you lose. Oops. And that just puts you where I wanted to be anyway, so that wasn't much of a different performance. Of course, I actually got all of them this time, too. See, should I count that or not? I feel like that was just a solid run, where I didn't do anything stupid. I still didn't do it, like, perfectly because I'd practiced it or anything. So I'll call that 2 for Grease Lightning.
You have admirers in high places. Special content unlocked at the test facility.
Cool. So I guess that it's nothing special then, going across those little platforms though, that you can hop across, that I found at the test facility. So I guess you probably don't get anything for climbing on top of that or anything. I was curious. But anyways. Tightrope run, that's an interesting sounding one. This one is track T. This will be... everyone's actually being represented so far from the blue team. So 12 points I guess is 9 right now? Yeah, 12 points is 9 for the blue team right now. What's this one? Get to the end of the course as fast as possible.
An ever-tightening track means this event requires you to use your precision driving and quick thinking to make it to the end as quickly as possible.
So this one's thin. I do have a hard time controlling the cars in this game really often. In part because all the different cars control so differently, I think. So I can never just get used to one style of handling the cars. You need time to come up with one particular car. Let's see what track you can do. I'm taking this kind of slow and careful because I don't know what to expect. That's one thing too. Whenever it's your first time on a course, you don't know what to expect, so you have to play a little bit more cautiously. Like when I was on that obstacle course, for instance, with XT3 earlier. I was going through that. The first time I went through it really, really slowly because I didn't know what the timing was like at all. Is this course supposed to be getting thinner as I go? So I'm told. Parts of these tokens getting all physicked around. This is a fairly pretty looking place. This is actually above the course that we saw the professor demolish the record at, actually. It's interesting. Yeah, this is getting thinner, it feels like. Okay. Yes, I'm not exactly going through this at breakneck speeds or anything. But this is pretty appropriate for these guys. Cold and calculated. Quite literally cold in this case too, just as was the case with the Professor earlier. And make a break for it. Beautiful.
I salute your skills, Blue Driver.
So only barely too. Oh yeah, I had to go a lot faster for 120. I feel like that was solid enough that I don't have any need to do it a second time though. Like I could have tried to go faster, but I will just thrown myself off. And I guarantee you now, if I try to go faster, even though I know the course kind of, I'd still fall off. I would get a 3 medal time, so I'm just gonna take that. Track T continues their average of 2. So how are we right now? So far the MVP of the blue team is Track T. Although the Professor they're the only one that's actually gone twice, so that would be why. Maybe on the most points. So they can tie with the Golden Tetrad if they get 3, but they cannot beat the Golden Tetrad at the end of this round.
More content acquired with that driving, Blue. Keep pushing.
Interesting. We do have time for the next event though. So I'll go for it. See who is up next. Chicane, we'll see you one day. Like here. Shift challenge. Oh geez. Yeah, we know what's happening here. We've seen this before. These guys are working on unlocking stage 4 already. Yeah, we know how to do this.
This course is all about drift chaining. To build up your chain meter, try holding your drifts for as long as you can without bumping into walls or cones. There are lots of left and right turn transitions, so try and chain as many of them together on these wide sweeping turns as you can.
Will do. Professor's gonna officially know what they're doing.
Be more at one with your vehicle.
Okay, so I need to...
That's poor form, Blue Driver.
This is another one of those where I might do a practice run first and then go at it again. Oh man, that really messed up the windows here already. Because this one's that I kind of came into this expecting it to be like the first
Good. Take it to the next level. Your preparation is paying
event,
off,
and it was definitely
Lost
not.
concentration. Only the task at hand matters. Eliminate other thoughts.
Eliminate other thoughts.
Great trick completion, Blue Driver. Brilliant form, Blue.
Guess it's like one thing that was probably good to know is just knowing how much time you have
There, Blue.
to do things like this, where you just kind of sit in one place and do a bunch of the same.
Your sequencing is spot on, Blue. Quality trick. Your preparation is paying off, Blue.
So I don't know how close I am to the end right now, for
Brilliant
instance.
work, Blue Driver. Great trick completion, Blue Driver.
Because I might be wasting a ton of time. I might not be.
Brilliant form, Blue.
May or may not be. It's kind of hard to know.
You're doing the team proud. Polished performance there, Blue.
So I'm guessing you actually do need to finish the event
You're
though.
failed this time. You will
Okay.
succeed next.
So I didn't really have the idea of what it was like going there. So one thing is though, I don't know if I'll try to actually take this one seriously or if I'll just try to... Jeez. If I'll try to get through the course this time so that I know what to do.
Quality trick.
I know how to pace myself, because right now, I don't know how to pace myself at all. I don't know how close I was to the end or anything.
Your preparation is paying off, Blue. Persist.
This is kind of an awkward part to do, a drift on. The thing is, I feel like I should worry more about getting a multiplier than lots of points. I always, to put it one way, whenever I played Tony Hawk games, I always
Take
took
it
to
the next
the...
level. Great trick completion,
I always
Blue
preferred
Driver.
the street approach with flip tricks and whatnot. And by what I mean by that is, I prefer to get a big multiplier with lots and lots of tricks, as opposed to getting lots of raw points. Because then you can just
Tisk tisk.
get a bunch anyways.
Your vehicle is engineered for performance, not crashes.
Just losing my cool a little bit, it's okay.
Excellent performance, Blue Driver. Maintain the chain. Flawless performance there, Blue.
I just don't know where the finish is, that's one big problem right now. So is that the finish right there?
You
No,
must
it's not.
redirect
Okay.
your energy.
Well, is it or is it
Strahd
not?
must be conquered.
So I'm just gonna go through. I'm gonna take one quick run through and see if then this is what I think it is. Just so I know how to pace myself. Because right now I just don't really know how to approach this because I don't know. I should be stopping at any given point. I didn't press the drift button there, just gonna happen on its own. So where's the end here? Because it's hard going through something like this where you have to make the most of your time when you don't actually know how much is left of the course at any given point. Yeah, so the end of the course is a lot later than I thought it was. So I was going way, way too slow. Okay.
Brilliant work, Blue Driver.
Whoa. I feel like there should be parts of this where I do something like
Great trick
this.
completion, Blue Driver.
Now,
Fantastic momentum, Blue Driver. You're
so I have
doing the
some
team
idea of
proud.
how much time I have to
Brilliant form,
do this
Blue.
stuff, but I still don't have an idea of just how well I should pace myself. I should probably do is just focus on
Style is your signature, Blue Driver.
as many points as I need, and then
Your
nothing
sequencing is
more.
spot on, Blue. Quality trick. Your preparation is paying off, Blue. Persist.
I think I'll do exactly that. So I'll do what I did just now. Now, I guess, and I'll drift it as I can
Longer chains
as I keep
add up to
going,
larger
but
scores.
like that's as much
Keep
as
the
I
next one
needed.
going.
So I'll just do that. I'll just do what I did pretty much, for instance, on the first track, where I get as much as I need, then I realize I have everything I need, and then I just go to the finish. All I'm going for is the score that I need, nothing better.
That's one polished performance, Blue.
Okay. Yeah, I got a lot more points than I needed. It's just, you just get one chain at the beginning, and then you just finish from there. Anyways, that's another perfect 3 from the professor. So that ties the robots, or not the robots as a whole, but the blue team with the golden tetrad. So the golden tetrad has gained a little bit of ground, or maybe you might say the blue team has lost
More
ground,
content
but
required with that driving, Blue. Keep pushing.
awesome. We got GK now too. I'll see you guys next time, next episode of Let's Play Hot Wheels World's Best Driver. Or you go back to the green team. This is awkward for me because I do 5 episodes each sitting where we do 1 team each, but we have, yeah, they get 3, 3, and 2. They got 3, 2, and 2. Oh well. But the issue is we only have 4 teams, so we do 1 team twice in 1 sitting for me, and then everyone else once. It's kind of weird. Anyways, see you next time, guys.
Blue team, high tech. Green team, super fast.